Getting on to make a machaca skillet. Machaca, what's machaca? Machaca is shredded beef. Usually, traditionally in northern Mexico, it was a dish made with dried beef. But nowadays, we use shredded beef. And I made a roast the other day. I have some shredded beef, and there is a little gravy on there, but that doesn't matter. And I'm going to make a machaca skillet. And basically, it's shredded beef, chilies, tomatoes, seasonings, stir-fried with eggs. Delicious. If you haven't tried it, you gotta try it. And I have these potatoes. Traditionally, it doesn't have potatoes in it, but I'm gonna use these cooked potatoes for my roast because in Dad's kitchen, we don't waste. Waste not, want not. So first of all, we're gonna get veggies cooking. If I didn't knock all the spices off the rack. But you know, in Deb's kitchen, it's always on the fly. In my YouTube live stream, that is. In my YouTube videos, it's... So I want to coat the bottom of this cast iron skillet. If you don't have cast iron, anything will do. But if you do have cast iron, use it. It's heavy, but it is cooked evenly, and we want to get that hot. And our ingredients we're using today are my garden ingredients mostly. I have a tomato from my garden. I have some small bell peppers, some jalapenos. I forgot, what are these called? Banana? I don't know. Anyway, that's what we're using. I have a piece of onion left over from my cooking yesterday, and I'm going to use the rest of that today in this dish. Let me get that. And I'm going to cut it in half so that I can slice it easier. And it doesn't have to be in strips. I'm cutting the opposite direction. Let me pull this little part off. This is the stem. We don't want that. And it's kind of like fajitas, if you similar to what fajitas would be, but with a different type of shred, different preparation of the meat, and as well as adding eggs. It comes together quickly, and this could actually be considered when I do my repurposing of leftovers. I don't want the top of that. This would be right around those veins. So I'm repurposing my roast, and every time I make a roast, I have shredded beef left, and I always used to make this for my husband. So let's get those onions in there. Very simple, very delicious. And I'm also, like I told you, I'm going to do these potatoes. So I'm going to chop them up. And they're roasted potatoes. And they really don't have any flavor. I left the skin off. That's fine. But I'm going to let them fry up. And I am going to add some seasoning. Because these potatoes were bland. And I said, these Hi, Pumpkin. And I'm still babysitting again. What? No, go eat your yogurt. Hurry up. Nana served you yogurt. You want it? No, after your yogurt, you're going to eat some other breakfast. This little one. Candy. And she's not a breakfast person. And I can't blame her because I have to say that I'm not a breakfast person. So I don't force her to eat breakfast. Some people love breakfast. I'm making breakfast. I basically making it to use my ingredients. And these are different types of potatoes. So as they look dark, some are purple potatoes. I'm using what I got. And they definitely needed seasoning. You had to put gravy on them, and I wasn't cooked real well. But what can I say? They're going to get fried now, and that's all that matters, right? And you could make a big old pot of this if you're having guests over for breakfast. I usually make these things, and I don't eat all this stuff. I am going to make myself a burrito. But if I don't eat them, I put them in a big old Tupperware, and they get it. People come along, my son and his wife and my Christian young man that lives with us. It's my wife's brother. Going to school here in town. And he's like my son. He calls me Grandma. Everybody calls me Grandma Dave. That's what I'm known as. My mother was matriarch of our church before she passed, and everybody called her Grandma. Grandma Mary. And then my dad, he was 90-some, and everybody loved my dad. Everybody. If you knew to know him was to love him. He knew, he remembered you. He remembered things about you. Normally when you meet someone, you really don't pay that much attention, but oh, he knew everybody. And he knew stuff about them. If they were in sports, high school sports, my son's friends would come and they were in sports, and he would start talking to them about the game. And he would talk about their interest, their participation. He read the papers. My dad was a daily newspaper reader, and he would tell them, I read in the newspaper you guys played against so-and-so. And if they made a touchdown or something, if he left football, he would say, and I saw you this. And they just loved that, because my dad was one of those persons that really saw you. I miss my dad. What are we talking about? He's making me cry. But he was a veteran of World War II. So let's get over here. Well, before we get over there, I'm just going to show you though, because I don't want to be moving everything. See, they're going to fry up, and I want some Christmas. Oh, what's wrong with you today, Dad? On these potatoes. So I'm going to saute these a little. See, and they're already good. This is what I'm trying to get. Some seasoning and crispness. And cast iron is perfect for that. Perfect. So I don't want no brown potatoes. I was disappointed in those potatoes. What I should have done is I could have cut them in half, but I didn't. Okay, now our clean has been washed my hands again. And I'm actually going to turn this skillet down, cook low. And I'm going to get this, and this is a I think it's bell pepper. Anyway, whatever's in there is good. If you have a lot of gravy in here, drain it. But this is going to cook off. It's not a significant amount. Plus, it'll add flavor. And it's going to add flavor. And so we want shredded beef. We don't want cubed beef. Machaca is exactly that, shredded beef. So I'm shredding. It was already shredded. If you get a pail, take it out. It was already shredded. I cooked it in the crock pot. And I shredded it. I made hot beef sandwiches. If you haven't had one, you're missing out. So if you have shredded beef and mashed potatoes, get a nice piece of white bread, put a mound of mashed potatoes on it, put some roast beef and drizzle over gravy. That is pure money. Wash my hands again. I gotta set my tablet up because I wear glasses and I can't read far, so I have to go like this. Who's this? Lifted as our beautiful people. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. So I'm using my garden vegetables. I have a tomato from my garden, some small bell peppers, and my jalapenos and chilies. So I'm just going to cut these up. And if the pulp comes out of there, that's fine. I don't need all those seeds. I'm just going to do a quick chop. It's a rustic dish. Like I said, it was made from dried beef in Mexico, and they just probably did it out in the, when they were out in the vaqueros out there, and they got their cast iron skillet, got some onions, and because onions transport, you can keep onions forever. And they just cooked it up there. Okay, let me see if I can get my chopper out. Makes things easier. If you don't have a chopper, then you gotta do it by hand. That's just gonna look good. You can get these choppers easy for like $12 at Marshall's. That's where I got mine. This one. And they have better ones. Come on, get in here. So let's get our jalapenos. I'm just going to, my chilies, I'm just going to chop them in half, make it easier. And I'm leaving the seeds in. You can take them out if you don't like it hot. Some like it hot, some like it cold. Some like it in the pot, 4 days. I've been reading too many nursery rhymes with my little granddaughter. I love to read. I have a basket of books for them. And they pick one and we read them. And I have some Spanish ones, little Spanish ones, because my 2 little granddaughters are in immersion Spanish classes. So, I bought those, and we read Spanish. I don't speak fluent Spanish. I speak Spanglish, but it gets me by in this world. Okay, so let's get the bell peppers chopped. Isn't this a nifty tool? It's just safe, especially on Thanksgiving. I would tell you, go down to Marshall and get one, because I do all my veggies in my onions, my celery. I just do this the night before, and they're ready to go in the morning. How easy was that? Look. Okay, they're all done. And you can just whip up those onions. And even in the morning, if you're doing it, you just take out your chopper, chop, chop, chop. You're done. Okay, so let me turn my potatoes. Turn the pie now, back high. Let me taste my potatoes, see if they have the next seasoning. Actually, anymore. I'm going to put the garlic and onion. Potatoes need a lot of salt. Then I'm going to throw my chili and peppers in there. And now I'm going to bring the coleslaw. I'm going to put this dish aside now. So you see, we can, this is one of those meals my mom would make. You only have a little bit of meat and you have a lot of company. You throw a bunch of veggies in there and it's just delicious. Throw some eggs, and this is a 1 skillet meal. You don't have to have anything else. I'm going to clean up my skillet because I'm going to heat up the tortilla. Cast iron is so easy to clean. You just get the same, you don't even have to. Out in the range, they probably just got some sand. And I have to add my go-to, I'm sorry. You know me. I always have to add my Lawry's. Just a little bit. want to get those nice and good. And you can scrape that pan and nothing will happen to it. Now I'm going to put some more oil because I'm going to be putting in my meat, and that is going to take it down to I'm trying to get these a little soft because I don't want them so hard in my Machaca Skillet. I guess I could have put them in with the onion. Probably should have, but we don't have a agenda here. We're just improvise on the go. That's a lot of my cooking is, because that's what a lot of my mom. So let's take in that roast. Let's move this over because we want the meat to start cooking a little. Let some of that juice come out. In the meantime, I'll put these tomatoes all around. And I'm trying to use this slotted spoon so I don't get any. Now, I'm just going to use the same bowl that I have the meat in because I don't want to dirty dishes. It's all going to the same place. And I have some organic brown eggs. They're small. So I'm going to need a lot. I don't know how to do the Chef Pratt, so don't look here. I tried it, and sometimes I get lucky. We're like Audrey Hepburn in Audrey Hepburn in that movie with the two brothers. What's it called? Getting old, people. Can't even remember. That. And it's good to crack your eggs in something else. Don't put it in there and stir it up. It's going to mess up. Plus, you do it this way, you can see if your eggs are bad. And then you won't have put a rotten egg into the mix. These are small, so I'm just going by eyeballing. Look how tiny that is. Oh, I have this one in here, boiled eggs. I boil eggs and then I put a bee on them and I put them in there with the eggs if I don't use them all that day. And to break them up, break those yolks before you start whisking so you won't have to do so much work. And then we're going to put some, wash my hands, sticky. Use my personal hand towel. And I'm just going to put a little seasoning salt in there. And a pat of pepper. And we're going to whip that up so it's ready to go in with the rest of the stuff when I get ready. And whisk, see, there's that egg yolk. And this. Let's come back to the skillet. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more oil in. I'm going to turn down the heat. Let me get a different spatula that I can have more control over. Pop it all together. I put all my pot holders in the washer. Ah! Watch. Don't be carrying through. I just threw that on some of the floors and I'll wash off. Okay, now we're going to get ready to throw in our eggs, our meat. Make sure your meat's well incorporated with everything else. Hi, Pumpkin. And the little girl came in to check that Nana's still here. She comes in every so often. And we need enough to fry the eggs, so just put it around each perimeter. And that oil is one that I don't know what I fried, but I sieve it. I get a strainer and I use it again. I clarify it a little. Now take your egg mixture and you're going to pour it over. Oh, look what I did. I did mush that egg in there. I should use my wire whisk. Okay, so you're well on your way. Just let the egg cook a little. Hi there. Thank you. You like the way it looks? And I just move it in. I move my egg in and let it cook. I don't scramble it too much yet. The egg cooks as you move it in towards the center. And don't stir it so vigorously. Give it a chance to cook a little. Don't keep stirring and stirring. Some people do that. It drives me to the wall. And I have my tortillas here. I'm going to make the burritos so I can show you what that means. Boo! Boo to you! Who are you? Who are you, little boo? Dakota! You're Dakota! Oh my! I have some cheese here and I like to use it on the block. I'm going to grate some real quick. You don't need to see, you know what grated cheese looks like. You put on the top.
Can I help?
I'm already done baby cakes. You don't need to go get that baby cakes. What are you going in there? Snack. Snacky. Okay. Let me get this moving again. Let me see if I can find it. Pot holder. The wrong hand. You found the Peppa Pig cereal? Let me turn up the heat. You're going to get all those caramelized onion in there. And make sure, because it's cast iron, make sure it's not all sticking to the bottom. So machaca, here it is. It's just a medley of scrambled eggs with vegetables. And let me open that.
I'm trying to do it with my teeth. I'm trying to do it with my teeth.
You're trying to do it with your teeth? Not working, is it? Okay. Try not to get crumbs all over. Here we have our cheese at the ready. Here. It's cooking, almost done. Look at that. And I'm going to turn it off because it will cook the rest of the way from here. And I don't want to overcook it. Let me turn this corner over. Okay. Look at that. Doesn't that look yummy? Make sure you get the middle part. And I like that beef to be a little crisp. I love it when it's crisp on the pan. Okay, we're ready. Ready and ready. Let's get that cheese on there. And this is how I do it. And I'll cover it for a second and turn off the stove because it's done. And pretty much healthy ingredients in there except the oil. And I'm going to use these La Banderita carb counters. They're actually pretty good. And let me turn this down because I can already see it's too high. When your comal is smoking your skillet, that means you have it a little too high. So let me see what you guys have to say now that I'm not scrambling, unintended. Sienna, you love my cooking? Thank you. It looks yummy. It is. Bye. Go to sleep. Have a nice night. Okay, so let's get our plate. I'm going to get my fancy china for you, okay? So you can see what I love to use on the daily. And I like my tortillas. When you have a tortilla that's store-bought, don't eat it all bland and white or steamed. Get some brown and bubbles on it, like homemade. I like mine almost toasted, like that. I don't like it. Just do not put them in the microwave, please. Get it like that. Okay, so we gave our machaca a few minutes. And I'm going to make myself a machaca burrito. Try not to get too much cheese. I love tomatoes, so look at that. Tomatoes, potatoes, jalapenos, you name it. And I should go get my fresh salsa that I made yesterday. That would be perfect. If you want to wait around, I'll be right back. It's better the next day. I have a refrigerator outside of my garage. My garage has a door to it. Right outside my kitchen door is my garage door. And here is our fresh refrigerator salsa I made yesterday. That's gonna be good. If you can get past all my mess. I'm gonna get some of that salsa. Goodness. Is your mouth watering? Yeah. Yeah. If you're here, I'd make you a burrito. Sorry. I like to share. Wrap your burrito. And here's how you wrap a burrito in case you didn't know. Sides in, like envelope. Tuck it under like tucking in your baby at night. And enjoy. Mm. 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 Happy dance. If you haven't already, go to my YouTube channel at Indeb's Kitchen. Like, subscribe, share, comment. I also have a Facebook following. Same name, Indeb's Kitchen, where you'll see me every day, randomly, preparing anything on any given day with any given person here. And, of course, nothing's edited. This is a sample of it. These YouTube live streams. Have a blessed day. Been Deb's Kitchen.